We have another set of battles, this time with Poliwrath, Gradient, with Trailblaze and Crunch. And then we have Luigi. I call it Luigi. It's Lugia? Lugia. I'm going to call it Luigi and you're just going to have to deal with it. So Gradient comes in with Trailblaze and Crunch. I'm going to go for Trailblaze versus a Golduck, which I never see. I did think Golduck was a little bit less tanky, but it took that Trailblaze to the face quite well. I'm going to catch the move on Luigi. It is a cross chop, which is fantastic. I can take that. And then they come in with Giratina. Not an issue if they don't have Ancient Power, right? Dragon Claw doesn't do that much, I think, to Luigi. But unfortunately, with my luck, they do have Ancient Power. So we're gonna most likely lose this matchup unless I have to shield. So we'll see. I'm gonna go for a Sky Attack right now. Doesn't do not much damage, but these Dragon Tails are doing some damage. So now I'm thinking, maybe I can win Switch. So I am gonna block the Ancient Power. They, thank God, don't get a boost. And unfortunately, CMP tie, they win it. I am going to block again. Unfortunately, yeah, two shields down. But hey, we win Switch. That might not mean anything. Golduck comes back in. I'm going to go for a Sky Attack. This will most likely take out the Golduck. And it very closely does, but they do throw a move, so that's okay. Cross Chop will be taking me out. No, it will not. Did they undercharge that? I don't know. Maybe they might have. And then they come with the Fire Spin Charizard. You don't see that very often. At this moment, I wish I had Body Slam Spam, but I don't. I only have Crunch, so I'm just fishing for a debuff. Gradient can take a Blast Burn, so I'm okay with... Oh, never mind. I cannot take a Blast Burn. Never mind. So we're been in a pickle. I'm going to come in with Poliwrath and try to get to a Skull before they get to a Blast Burn, but unfortunately, no. They get to a Blast Burn first. So this is going to do a little bit of damage, just a little bit. Okay, half my life, that's okay. Scald coming through. And now I'm thinking, I think I have to catch the move in order to win this one. So I'm going to go for a few counters and try to catch the move, but unfortunately, that did not work out. So we are going to be going down to a Blast Burn. You thought, no, because of the attack drop, I survived, get a Skull through, and Charizard, you angry little Pokemon, you can go back to your Pokeball. Good game. If it wasn't for the attack drop, I would have lost that game, absolutely. So I'm sure that opponent is not too happy about that. Hopping into the match, what? That was not English. Hopping into the next match, there you go. We have Gradient versus Rayquaza. I do not see Rayquaza very often, especially since he got that nerf for Breaking Swipe. They are going to go for that exact move, Breaking Swipe, and they do get the debuff. So, okay, that's not great, but hey, you know what? Crunch is still gonna do nothing. I thought Rayquaza was less bulky, right? It's supposed to be this really fragile little snake, but it can take Crunches not too bad. We do get the defense drop, so I thought I could snipe with Luigi. It did not work out, so I'm gonna let this move go. It is going to be Breaking Swipe. We can tank that. And then they come in with Greninja. Greninja does have Night Slash, so this is going to hurt a little bit. And, they actually go for a Hydro Cannon. Oh, that did a lot more than I thought. Okay. That did a lot more than I thought, but that's okay. Sky Attack coming through. They are going to shield, and at this point, they can just go straight Night Slashes. So Luigi, I'm not going to block. I'm just going to let this go and farm up with some Poliwrath. And they actually go for Hydro Cannon. Okay. Maybe they were single moved because I think Night Slash would have been better. I'm going to let this go. It's just going to be a Hydro Cannon, which obviously I can take as I am half water. And I still feel like that did more than it should have, being half water and all. Maybe Poliwrath, you look more tankier than you are. But okay, they try to come in with Rayquaza. I'm not sure why. And then a Mewtwo shows up. Hi, Mewtwo. I thought you were in Master League and never coming down to Ultra League, but you're here. I go for a Skull. We do get the attack drop. It doesn't matter. I could have 45 attack drops on this thing. Side Strike will still do some damage. So I'm going to block, go for another Scald. And hopefully this gets rid of the Mewtwo. No, it still hangs on. Okay, so I'm going to most they just stop attacking. So we're good. Okay, good game. Thank goodness. I don't want to deal with a Mewtwo. I don't want to deal with Mewtwo, Armored Mewtwo, Mew, any of y'all. Next game, we have Cresselia versus Gradient. So this is a great matchup. I do have Crunch, and I am able to tank the movesets of Cresselia. But they do switch to Swampert. Oh, honey, that was such a bad mistake because Trailblaze is going to do some damage, Swampert. Oh, that didn't kill it. I thought I was going to do a little bit more. That's okay. Still, now they think that I only have Trailblaze. See, this is what I like about having Trailblaze and Crunch. They think if they see one moveset, it has to be Body Slam. But no. I got both. I got Trailblaze and I got Crunch. They do try to get rid of this Luigi. I'm just making up new Pokemon names. Luigi with Hydro Cannon does quite a bit of damage, but I am able to farm it down. And they come back with Cresselia, and I'm going to let this go. And it's just a Grass Knot. So I'm like, okay, great, fantastic. I am going to get a Sky Attack through. Sky Attack, not going to do that much damage because Cresselia is so freaking tanky. But we are going to get to another Sky Attack. And no, Cresselia gets to move. So I'm going to let this go. And it is going to be another Grass Knot. So I survive. I go for Sky Attack. They switch to Charizard. And once again, a Fire Spin Charizard. I thought Wing Attack was the way to go. But maybe it's Fire Spin. I don't know. I'm seeing quite a bit of Charizards with Fire Spin now. What is happening? They do get to a move before I get to a Skull. I'm going to let this go. It is Blast Burn. It's going to hurt a little bit, but not as much as Skull's going to. So they're going to have to shield or let this Charizard go. And they decide to shield. And I do get the attack drop, so I'm like, oh, fantastic. I don't think Radiant can take this by itself, so I am going to shield and get the Scald off just immediately to take out this Charizard. And then it's going to be Cresselia versus Poliwrath Ingredient, and that's pretty easy considering I have Crunch. So they're going to get to a Grass Knot most likely first, and they do. I'm going to let this go. And they're going to realize that my Gradient didn't just have Trailblaze, it also had Crunch. So I'm going to come in with Gradient, and I'm just gonna crunch you. This is going to be a good game. Cresselia can't do anything, especially since, 1, I have a shield, and 2, I'm almost full health, and 3, I'm a Gradient. So it's going to do some damage. We tie on CMP tie, and Crunch is just going to take out this Cresselia. Good game. Bye-bye. Is Gradient a chipmunk or a squirrel? It doesn't matter. Next game here, we have Luigi versus Snorlax. I hate seeing Snorlax because Snorlax is so freaking tanky. I say with a pretty bulky, tanky team myself, but it's fine. So lick damage is it's doing quite a bit. I'm going to let this go. Body Slam's going to come through. It does way more than I thought it would. I thought Luigi was tankier than that. And at this point, I'm thinking, what do I do? Do I switch? Do I stay in? I don't know. So I'm going to block because I was farming up way too much energy, and I do have too much energy. So I would like to get a move off. I do have double Sky Attack, so I'm hoping for a shield. Come on, Snorlax. Shield for mama. Come on, Snorlax. Come on, Snorlax. Why aren't you shielding? Gonna go for another Sky Attack. I want a shield. Just give me a shield. And so I can come in and farm down with Poliwrath once you kill me. And they decide to let it go. Okay, so that plan didn't work out. They come in with Metal. And I'm just going to let, I guess, Luigi die. But they decide to throw moves. I'm like, okay, that's even better. This is actually perfect because now I can see your movesets and see if you have Thunderbolt. And they have Rock Slide. So I'm thinking, okay, if you have Rock Slide, I don't think you have Thunderbolt. I think you have Rock Slide Superpower. So I'm going to come in with Poliwrath. And here, my friends, is where we just pray that they don't have Thunderbolt. Do they have Thunderbolt? No, they do not. Perfect. They go for Rock Slide, which means, they have Rock Slide and Superpower. So I'm going to come in, Poliwrath, Icy Wind. And at this point, looking at the health, I'm just going to farm down and take whatever move they have. I mean, they could have Thunderbolt right now. They could have psyched me. Oh, God. Did they psych me? Nope. They went for a super. Okay, perfect. Superpower Rock Slide. You go down. That's done. 1 Pokemon, 2 shields. What is it? Oh, crap. It's a Gallade. So Gallade's an issue because Gallade has 2 movesets that can kill my backline. So this is a problem. So we do Icy Wind it. We come in with Gradient. I'm thinking like, you're not going to close combat to me, right? Because I mean, that would lower your defense. So you're going to go for a bait of Leaf Blade, and then you'll quit the game and stop playing, right? So I'm going to go for a Crunch. They do decide to shield, and they have a move. I'm going to let this go because I'm like, you're not going to close combat me. There's some Pokemon still alive. Come on. Nope, they go for close combat. I'm like, ah, crap. And then they have another move. I'm like, oh my God, I have to shield now because I won't survive. So I decide to shield. They go for Leaf Blade. I'm like, oh God, this isn't good. I'm going to go for Crunch. I don't know how to win this game because Gallade is so spammy. And with Leaf Blade, it takes out both Pokemon. So Crunch doesn't do as much damage as I thought, but we do get a defense shot. And now I'm thinking, can I get to a freaking Crunch? And no, I cannot. Now, if I had Body Slam, this would have been a different game. It would have won a lot easier. Leaf Blade comes in. It doesn't KO. They might have undercharged. I'm trying to counter down with freaking counter, but Gallade, you spammy, thick thingy. You still have a move. Come on. Gradient, it is all up to you. Get to a Crunch, and we get to it. Oh, that I need a cigarette. I am exhausted. My God, I need a drink. I don't do any of those things, but still, that was not easy. Gallade is, I won with 1 HP and a prayer and a dream. Next up, we have Gradient versus Ampharos. So obviously, need Ampharos to stay in this lead. My backline does not want to see you. Gonna come in with a Crunch. Doesn't do as much damage, but thankfully a Mud Shot first fast move. It's gonna do something. They're gonna come in with Thunder Punch. I was a little worried it's gonna be a Focus Blast, but I'm like, I don't think that was enough energy. It might have been, and just kind of winged it and hope to God it wasn't. So they go for another Thunder Punch. I'm not shielding because I don't want them to know that I need Ampharos gone. So maybe they're going to let it go, thinking, they are not weak to electric. They decide to shield. That's a little concerning. So hopefully they let this go. And they do. Okay, we're good. But then they come in with Skeledirge, and I can't get to the Crunch, and here's an issue. Skeledirge, as you know, can defeat both my Pokemons with Disarming Voice and Shadow Ball. So what I should have done was come in with Poliwrath to try to catch the move on Luigi. But I came in with Luigi trying to catch the move on Poliwrath. Stupid, I know. But then they come in with Vaporeon. And I'm like, well, I don't think Vaporeon has anything that can do that much damage to me. And Aqua Tail does nothing. So after this Icy Wind, I'm just going to farm down. Because what are you going to hit me with? A water move? I'm half water, so I'm just going to let this go. I mean, Water Gun is doing more damage than it should, if we're being honest here. And they do get to a move here. I'm going to let this go because I'm like, I can survive an Aqua Tail. And girl, it's a freaking Hydro Pump. That almost takes me out. I get to an Icy Wind. Holy crap. That did a lot of damage. And they come in with Skeledirge. I get to a Scald and Incinerate gets through. Oh God, this is a mess. Scald doesn't even take it out, but I come in with Luigi and I have 2 shields. So, it's kind of a good game. So that was the final battle, Luigi. I like using Luigi. It's a fun Pokemon. Gradient, I would put Body Slam back on Gradient if I had charge TMs. Unfortunately, I think I just got one. Okay, perfect. Maybe I'll put Body Slam back on it. But it's a fun team. Not the best team. Obviously, it has some core breakers, but you know what? It's Pokemon Go. Nothing too serious. I'm just playing to have some fun and maybe win a little bit. All right, that's the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Bye. Oh, right. Like and subscribe and whatever.